Okay, so good day again, students. Uh, Here we are again on a new video that aims to teach you or to explain to you your lessons for arts. So, for the past lessons, we have been talking about different art styles under modern and contemporary arts. So, this will be a continuation of that topic, and we will move forward to the next topic on modern and contemporary arts. Okay, so before that, I would like you to look into this painting and just observe first for a few seconds, and afterwards I will ask you some questions. So here is the painting. Okay, my first question to you is what can you say about the artwork? Ano yung masasabi niyo sa artwork na ito? Okay? Okay, my second question is, can you guess the message of this painting? Alam niyo kaya ang mensahe ng painting na ito? Ano kaya ang gustong iparating sa atin ng artist ng painting na ito? My third question is, can you even recognize what is the subject of this painting? Can you recognize the subject of this painting? Okay. So, if your answer to those questions is somehow vague, or somehow you find yourself hard answering those questions, that is my point exactly. Okay. So, why did I show you this painting and why did I ask you those questions? Uh, is in relation to the next topic under modern and contemporary arts. Okay, so the art example that I have just shown you is an example of another art form under um, modern and contemporary arts, which is somehow related to um, expressionism, okay? Somewhat related to expressionism, but clearly has some difference in some characteristics uh, with expressionism. Okay, so the art style that I am referring to on that example is what we call an abstractionism. Now, I think most of you are familiar with the word abstractionism, or the root word for abstractionism is abstract. Okay, so I think some of you are very familiar with the term abstractionism or abstract. Okay, so an abstractionism is actually a art style under modern and contemporary arts that is somehow distinct to the other to other examples of artworks in modern and contemporary arts. Now, what does abstractionism mean? Okay, so the term or the word abstract, okay, is from a Latin word meaning pulled away or detached. Okay, and the basic idea is of something detached from physical or concrete or reality. Ibig sabihin, ito ang kabaliktaran ng reality. This is somewhat detached or nakahiwalay sa realidad. Okay? And is frequently used of ideas, meaning that they don't have a clear ap- applicability to real life. Ibig sabihin, wala silang halong realidad. That, that's the term abstract. Okay? And of art, syempre we're talking about of art here, meaning that it doesn't pictorially, take note of this term, pictorially, represents reality. So, ibig sabihin, wala kang makikitang kahit anong totoong ah, katotohanan doon sa picture na yon. Okay? That is what we call by abstract. Sometimes, pag sinabi natin abstract, it pertains about something na magulo or di kaya uh, hindi natin makilala, hindi natin ma-recognize or simply looking in the picture tapos wala tayong makita na kung anong mang bagay na pwedeng mag-represent sa sa totoong mundo. That is what we call an abstract painting or an abstractionism. Now, here are the characteristics of abstractionism. Okay? Um, the first one is abstractionism is a movement arose from the intellectual point of view in the 20th century. Okay, so this is from an intellectual point of view during the 19th century. Okay, it has, as I have said a while ago, it has the same spirit of freedom of expressionism. Okay, as the expressionist movement but differed in certain ways. Okay, so kaya sabi ko kanina, abstractionism has some relation to expressionism, but they differ in some characteristics, especially on how they illustrate their subject and their meaning in their painting. So magkaiba sila ng pamamaraan kung paano ipakita sa atin yung meaning na gusto nilang ipahiwatig sa mga tumitingin sa kanilang mga artworks. And then, the third one is expressionism was emotional. Okay, so expressionism, kung matatandaan ninyo, is more of emotion. So, pinapalabas sa painting yung emotion na gustong iparating sa atin. While in abstractionism was more of a logical, okay, is more of logical and rational. So pag sinabi nating logical and rational, ginagamitan natin ng utak or ng isip. So once na tinignan natin ang isang painting, makikita natin or ang unang gagawin natin is mag-isip. Gagamitin natin ng ating isip kung ano ang meaning. Wait lang, pag tinignan mo ang isang painting, wait lang, tignan ko muna to, intindihin ko. Okay? Hindi katulad sa expressionism, once you glance at uh, on a painting na expressionism, automatic malalaman natin ang ibig sabihin. But in abstractionism, it is more of logical and rational. So mag-iisip muna tayo bago tayo magkaroon ng idea kung ano ang meaning ng painting or artwork na iyan. Okay, it involves analyzing, as I have said a while ago. So mag-iisip tayo, detaching, selecting, and simplifying. Okay, since magulo, more or less, gusto natin ma-simplify, baka ito yon. Okay? Hindi naman siya katulad ng impressionism kasi sa impressionism, once na tinignan natin ang painting, malalaman natin kaagad kung anong figure ang nakikita natin. Kung ito ba ay tao, kung ito ba ay hayop, kung ito ba ay uh, isang uh, environment, okay, isang puno, nakikita natin kaagad sa impressionism. Sa expressionism naman, makikita natin kaagad yung meaning. Pero sa abstractionism, wala kang ibang gagawin kundi pag-isipan kung ano nga ba ang gustong ipahiwatig ng uh, artist sa kanilang painting or artwork. So just like expressionism, abstractionism has also its sub-movements. Okay? Meron siyang iba't ibang klase ng art movements under abstractionism. Okay, so I will discuss to you and uh, discuss to you the meaning of these art forms in its most simplest form. So kung maaari, ano to, pinaka-simple na definition. Okay? So the first uh, sub-movement under abstractionism is what we call cubism. Okay, so the first one is cubism. So from the term itself, no, it is the term cubism is derived from the word cube. So ito nga yun. Okay, so pag sinabi natin cube, ba, alam niyo naman siguro ang tsura ng cubes. It is a three-dimensional geometrical shape, okay, composed of lines, planes, and angles. So we have lines, okay, we have planes, and we have angles. So ito yan, di ba? So that is cubism. So ginamit nila yung characteristic ng cube para gumawa ng art, ng artwork. Okay? So if you look into an example of a cubism, so, ito nga ang magiging itsura niyan. So, kung makikita niyo sa example na to, so, ang title nito is Three Musicians by Pablo Picasso, 1921, Oil and Canvas. This is a painting of three musicians. Okay. This is uh, a painting ng tatlong musician. Pero pag tinignan natin, kung hindi natin alam ang title niyan, may papaisip tayo, ano ba yan? Diba? So, uh, characteristic na ng abstractionism yun. And at the same time, since it is cubism, uh, the style or the technique used by Pablo Picasso is that he used uh, shapes. As you can see in this painting, gumamit siya ng shapes. He used lines, he used angles, he used planes para ipakita yung kanyang subject. Okay? So, kung hindi natin alam ang title niyan, malamang hindi natin mare-recognize. Tama, tatlong musician nga. So, it took us a while bago natin makita yung subject. Ay, tama, tatlong musician nga. Okay? So, that is cubism. So, I have here also another example. Okay? This one naman is girl before a mirror. Okay? So, yan. So, the same characteristic. They use shapes, planes, angles in creating the artwork. Okay? So, this is also by Pablo Picasso, a painting on oil on canvas. So, ito naman ay 1932. So, Pablo Picasso is known for this type of artwork. Okay? Cubism. Okay, the second art movement or art form under abstractionism is what we call futurism. Okay, so what do you think is the root word uh, of this term, futurism? Huwag naman, medyo obvious na yan. Okay, so we have, okay, so ang kanyang um, root term, root word is future. Okay, so ano bang meron sa future? Okay? So, pag sinabi natin future, ano bang inisip natin sa future, di ba? Mga lumilipad, may mga spaceship, okay? Meron ng matataas na building, okay? So, sa futurism, okay, uh, yun ang doon nila kinuha yung term na yun. Okay, so the futurism began in the early 90s in Italy. Okay, so sa Italy siya nagsimula. It is a creation of art for a fast-paced and machine-propelled age. Okay, so fast-paced and machine-propelled age. Ibig sabihin, kung gagawa ka ng futurism, it should look like a scene in the future. And they admire the motion, okay, force, speed, strength, and mechanical forms. Okay, so just like the example here. Now, looking at this one, hindi natin, wait lang, ano ba ang, to? Ano ba ang subject nito? Ano bang gustong ipahiwatig nito? Okay? Uh, unless malaman natin ang title, Armored Train. Okay? Kahit alam na nga natin ang title, Armored Train, mapawisip ka lang. paano naging armored train yan? Okay? So, yun. That is futurism. That is abstractionism. So, hindi mo alam bakit naging armored train yan. Saan bang armored train yan? So, mag-iisip ka muna. So, logical na and rational pa siya. Okay? Okay. The third sub-style or sub-movement under abstractionism is what we call the mechanical style. Now, ano ang ibig sabihin ng mechanical style? So, in this style, basic forms such as planes, cones, spheres, and cylinders all fit together precisely and neatly in their appointed places. So, wait lang sir. Kung may planes, may cones, may spheres, cylinders, di ba mga shape yan? Bakit kung shape, ba dapat cubism? Okay? Cubism. Kasi may mga ganito, may mga planes, may mga cones. Eh yan, may mga shapes yan, mga geometrical shapes yan. Bakit mechanical style? Okay. So the same sila ng cubism, but this time, ginagamit yung mga shapes na to on a uh, precise and appointed places. So, ibig sabihin, mayroon siyang uh, pinaggagamitan. Okay? So, meron lang siyang specific na ang isang bagay ay meron specific na shape. Okay? For example, a building, kailangan rectangle ang building. Okay? Kung bola, kailangan bilog ang bola. Okay? Sa cubism kasi, basta hati-hatiin mo. For example, this one, sa cubism to ha, ito ang subject ko. Hati-hatiin ko lang siya sa iba't ibang shape. Magiging cubism na yan. Okay? Kumbaga hindi ko iniisip ang itsura ng shape, kung anong shape ang magagawa ko. Basta gusto ko may makitang shapes and lines sa aking painting. That is cubism. Pero dito, it should be precise and neatly in their appointed places. Okay? So, there are lifeless, mere outlines rendered purposely without expression. So, just like this one. Okay? So, makikita ninyo, the same pa rin. Yun nga lang kasi ito, may specific siyang lugar. Okay? Hindi katulad ng cubism na pwede mong hati-hatiin. Bahala ka na, ano ka na lang. Basta gusto ko lang siyang hatiin. Ito, meron siyang meron siyang gustong gawing imahe. Pero nagiging abstract siya kasi hindi na siya nagiging klaro. Okay? So, ito is The City. Ang title ng artwork na to. This City by Fernand Ledger, 1919, also oil and canvas. So, The City. Wait lang sir, paano The City? Wait lang ha, pag-isipan natin. Oh, ito, poste. Ha? Ito, poste. Ito, hagdan. Okay? Meron siyang specific na lugar sa painting natin. Ano pa ba? Okay? Yun, tower. Ayun. Ay, tama. Tama nga siguro yung ginawa niya. Siyudad. Wait lang, ano pa bang makikita natin dito? Ito, tao siguro to. Hindi ko lang sigurado. Ito, malamang building yan. Okay? So, yun. So, merong specific na shape ang bawat element sa isang painting sa mechanical style. Lastly, this is the last sub-movement under abstractionism. We have non-objectivism. Okay, so from the term itself, madali na nating intindihin. None, wala, none, zero. Okay, wala kang makikita na kahit anong object. From the term itself, madaling intindihin yan. Non-objectivism. Okay, so it is logical geometrical conclusion of abstractionism that came from the style. Okay? So pag sinabi natin of non-objectivism, just like this one, wala kang makikitang object. Oo nga, wala pala akong makikitang object din eh. Diba? Hindi katulad ng mechanical style na more or less, meron kang maaaninag na figure. Pero sa non-objectivism, wala. Okay? Cubism, more or less, mag-iisip ka muna, eto pala yon. Okay? Pero sa non-objectivism, totally wala kang makikitang ah, ah, object, okay, or any representation of a real object. So none, kaya nga siyang tinawag na non-objectivism. So ito ay example ng non-objectivism. Sir, example pala yan. Painting pala yan, artwork pala yan. Yes po, isa po siyang artwork. Ang title po niya is uh, New York City. Okay? So, kung malala, ay, siguro New York City. Bakit, pero bakit? Nasaan ang New York diyan? Kaya mag-iisip talaga tayo since abstractionism nga. Okay? Ang style niya is non-objectivism. Okay? So, New York City by Piet Mondrian, 1942, oil canvas. So, si Mondrian is known for this style. Ito, yung mga strips na to. So, nakilala si Piet Mondrian sa ganyang style. Okay? So, ayan po. So, that is all about the lesson on abstractionism. So, just a recap. So, meron tayong iba't ibang art movements under abstractionism. So, we have cubism, we have futurism, we have mechanical style, and lastly, we have non-objectivism. So, that is all about abstractionism, and I hope that you have gained knowledge regarding additional information about the arts of modern and contemporary arts. Okay, so uh, to sum it up, okay, that would be all for this topic. So from the words of the Sangre mula sa Encantadia, Abisala. Salamat po.